Card review! Card review! It's time. It's time for the card review. I just noticed that my green screen is not covering my floor, so you can see my nice wooden floor over there. Anyway, a lot of cards have been revealed since the last time. And alongside that, sorry, my brain just like glazed over reading this Yu-Gi-Oh text. There's a new mechanic that was announced as well, stack. So essentially, the way stack works is that when you have an amulet, an Earth Sigil amulet with stack, it absorbs all the other Earth Sigils that you have, and then Earthrights subtract from your stack now. So it essentially saves you board space. So like, whereas before, if you wanted to Earthright 4, you needed 4 board space filled up with Earthrights, now you can have one amulet with stack 4, and you can just have that occupy your space on your board to activate an Earthright 4, just for example. So it's really just a mechanic to let Earthright not, like, board lock themselves, essentially. So, to that end, we have a few Earthright cards revealed. So it looks like Earthright is back on the menu for Rune. The legendary here, Pursuer Golem, 9 play.77. At the start of your opponent's turn, if the total allied stack count is at least 3, so if you have at least 3 Earth Sigil amulets, because a default Earth Sigil amulet has a stack of 1, or you have a stack amulet with a stack of 3, or, you know, whatever combination of the two, subtract 3 from the cost of this card. Fanfare, destroy an enemy follower. So it becomes a 6 play.77, destroy an enemy follower. During your turn, whenever an enemy follower is destroyed, do this in order. Gain Rush, gain Ward, and fully restore this follower's defense, and deal 3 damage to the enemy leader and restore 3 defense to your leader. So if you have a stack of 3, and they have more than one follower on the board, you can easily do the first 2, right? You destroy one with the effect, so then this one gains Rush immediately, and reduces your stack by 1, and then you trade in to something, and it gains Ward and fully restores itself, right? Then if you have the ability to kill another thing, then you do the last effect here. Honestly, though, the payoff is kind of whatever, right? Like, it's an Earth Sigil. Oh wait, hold up. It can subtract twice. It can subtract multiple times. Interesting. So if you have 3 cards with Earth Sigil trait on your board for 3 turns, then it becomes 0 cost. That's pretty good, but at the end of the day, the payoff for that is like mid. You just get a big follower that trades a little bit and then deals 3 damage. It's only okay. And you have to play a whole Earthright deck around it. And Earthright doesn't have the best support right now. I think it's a little bit of a dream. I think it could be good. I think it could be good if they have... If Earthright just gets a little more support. But right now, I don't know, dude. It seems too optimistic for me. You can probably reduce it to 0 by turn 5, 6. Yeah, but playing what cards, right? Like, I guess the new ones, like this card that summons a magic sediment, but then other than that, what other Earthrights do we have right now? Like, let's look it up. Rotation. And everything, actually everything except for, right, Veil, right? Sigil. It's looking grim. It's... I don't know, guys. Go to create? Dude, I have every card in the game. I don't need to go to create. So, it's looking a little grim. I like the idea of the card, but it's just, I just don't think it's enough. So we got 3. We got 3 cards that do it. It's a nice idea, but I think it'll need more time to marinate before it becomes any good. So I'm gonna give it a tentative 2.5 out of 5. Can easily go... No, actually, I'll have to give it a tentative 3 out of 5 because I like the effect, but could go to a 4 when we get more support. Okay. Speaking of support, though, here's the Clay Sorceress, which is a 2/2 ward that summons a magic sediment, and Evolve puts a magical augmentation into your hand. So augmentation obviously is leaving with the rotation of Fanfare. What? The rotation of Fortune's Hand? Wow, my brain's broken. But having it be able to get back into your hand is really nice with this follower, because then you get a removal +2 draw. So if Earth Sigil does become a thing again, this is a great card to do it with. And of course, Magic Sediment here has stack 1, so you can absorb in all the Earth Sigils on your board and make space for yourself, so that's always nice. And it also can't be targeted, so your opponent can't banish it or something. So this Magic Sediment, if there are more cards that generate Magic Sediment, then I'm gonna start believing in Earthright a little bit. But yeah, I think we need more cards that generate the sediment, and I have faith that there will be. Like, this seems like the kind of token that will be generated a lot to make this archetype work. Okay, well that's it for stack. We also got a couple of blood cards. So blood mains, hold on to your hopium, because here we go. Scarlet Vampire, it's a 4 attack. There it is. Oh, 4 attack. Fanfare, deal 4 damage to all enemies, activate Vengeance until the end of your next turn, even if your leader's defense is greater than 10. It's actually not bad, it's just a little heavy. Like, deal 4 damage to all enemies is obviously fantastic. And getting a Vengeance enabler that, you know, isn't completely reliant, like you don't have to rely on Archdemon to go for mono OTK or whatever, so it is good, the effect, but I think the cost is a little expensive, and it's a little bricky as well, but it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Like, the Fanfare deal 4 damage to all enemies is already good. Like, that is a fantastic Fanfare. And with Uriah's ping, that's true. You have the effect of clearing the board and doing more ping damage. I'm really of two minds, because the effect is absolutely fantastic. But I think that for blood, it's tough for blood right now, because I think they need a little bit more connective tissue, and they need a little bit more finishing power, and this is a sort of neither of that. It's like in the middle, even though it's a very, very good card. I think it's like a 3.8 out of 5. 3.9 out of 5. I like it. I do. But I don't know. Like, blood really needs to be carried a little more, I'll just be honest. But I do like it. Okay. We also got Dark Emperor, the man himself. 7 cost, 5/7. Destroy 2 enemy followers. If Vengeance or Wrath is active for you, evolve this follower. Restore 5 defense to your leader. Clash. Deal 3 damage to the enemy follower. Reduce damage from effects to 0. Can't be destroyed by effects. Deal 5 damage to both leaders on last words. This is like a word soup. Like, it just has all the effects possible. It's not bad. Wrath is missing a lot of the enablers that'll let you get Dark Emperor on 7 anyway. And in a Wrath deck, it also competes with Archdemon, right? And it's 7 cost. It's the same cost as Archdemon. And if you run both in your Wrath deck, it's a little bricky. It's a little bit bricky, especially with the loss of Contemptuous. The loss of Contemptuous, the loss of Night Screech, which is an important source of draw for you. Secret Volteo support. Again, it's so strange. It's like the effect is absolutely fantastic, but in blood, I'm like, there's a caveat to it, right? That's what I feel like. The effect is absolutely insane, Like, it's just all the effects at once. But with blood, there's just like a little caveat. Like, it competes with Omniface in your Wrath deck. Wrath loses so many of its enablers. You can, like, play turn 6 Scarlet into turn 7 Dark Emperor, I guess. That's a thing. I like the card a lot, but there are considerations that make you question it a little bit, even though, like, on paper it's amazing. Why do that when you can use Lieselot? Because Lieselot requires an Evo. It's a good card. Like, Dark Emperor and Scarlet Vampire are great cards in a vacuum, but within the context of the Bloodcraft class, I'm a little more skeptical. I will give it a similar score, though. I'll give it like a 3.75 out of... I'll give it like a... Oh, it's tough. It's like a 4 out of 5 on paper and a 3.5 out of 5 in practice, I think. But hopefully I'm proven wrong. Hopefully the Bloodcraft scientists cook something up and I can just net deck it. But right now, like, the cost, the brickiness in a Wrath deck, Vengeance is kind of like, what is that even? Is that even a thing? I don't know. It's a little strange. Oh, wait, what happened? My Twitter just glitched out and almost broke my computer. That's cool. And I think that's it, right? That's all the cards? Okay, well, that's my thoughts on that. The blood ones are really giving me, like, a headache to think about. I'm like, half my brain is like fantastic, and the other half is like poopy doo-doo, so I guess it falls somewhere in the middle. And the rune stuff, again, similar thing, it just needs way more support. Hopefully we get more magic sediment generators. But that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought of these cards in the comments down below. Comment, like, subscribe. You know how YouTube works by now. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.